Dear Ken Wheeler, I want to bring your attention to a perspective on the shape of the Earth that not only complements but potentially amplifies the concepts you've laid out in your work on magnetism, the ether, and dielectricity. I recognize your acknowledgement of the concave Earth model, but I'd like to take this further and show you how the inside of a sphere, rather than the conventional outside, has a profound and compelling connection with the nature of magnetism and the ether, and can offer a more complete understanding of the forces you describe, the concave Earth. The inside of the sphere. We've all been conditioned to perceive the Earth as a convex, outward-facing sphere. But let us consider a shift in perspective. What if we are living on the inside of that sphere? This conceptualization is not simply a curiosity, it is a profound shift that fundamentally changes the way we understand the ether, magnetism, and the interaction of forces within the universe. The concave Earth model allows us to reframe all of these interactions in a new light. The ether, medium of the forces. You've rightly emphasized the ether as the medium that carries all forces, from electromagnetic interactions to gravity. In this new model, the ether is not just something that exists around us but is part of a living, dynamic medium that exists within the very structure of the Earth itself. The curvature of the ether within the concave Earth model would provide a perfect substrate for the dielectric fields you describe. With the ether residing within the curvature of the Earth's interior, the lines of force, magnetic, electric, and gravitational, become organized and focused within the spherical geometry. Consider, Ken, the implications of this. Instead of the ether diffusing outwardly across the vastness of space, it is constrained within the concave structure, creating a more unified and efficient system for energy flow. The curvature of the ether inside the concave shell could mean that electromagnetic fields are more easily manipulated, more coherent, and more readily available for harvesting and application. This configuration would not only fit with your ideas but potentially amplify the behaviors of the forces you've already described, enabling more precise control and greater energy efficiency. The gravitational phenomenon, a natural expression of dielectricity in the concave Earth model. Gravity is not a pull towards a central mass but an outward push, resulting from the longitudinal pressures within the ether. The way in which gravity pushes objects towards the surface of the sphere, rather than pulling them as in conventional gravity theory, aligns with the dielectric tension you describe. If we follow your reasoning that magnetism is a result of dielectric tension, why should gravity not be seen in the same way? The outward pressure of gravity within a concave Earth could be an expression of the same dielectric tension, but on a different scale. As matter and energy interacts with the ether in this inward curved environment, it would naturally create a differential pressure that pushes all objects toward the inner surface of the sphere. The math behind this could be an extension of your ideas on magnetic fields and dielectricity, where the intensity of the dielectric field is greater in the interior due to the curvature of the ether, creating an outward push that we perceive as gravity. Incorporating the concave Earth model into your understanding of dielectricity could lead to a more unified theory of forces, where gravity and magnetism are different manifestations of the same fundamental property of the ether. Instead of being separate forces, they would be part of a continuum, with their behaviors governed by the same principles of dielectric tension and energy flow. The celestial sphere and the etheric universe. The celestial sphere is another aspect of this model that harmonizes with your theories. The celestial sphere is not just a distant backdrop of stars, but the boundary that contains the etheric energy. Within the concave Earth model, the stars and galaxies you describe would reside within this etheric medium, with their motions governed by the principles of dielectric interaction within the ether. The stars, rather than being distant, isolated objects, are integral parts of the etheric system that fills the concave universe. In this sense, the concave Earth model shifts the perception of the cosmos from a detached, infinite expanse into a contained, dynamic system where the ether flows freely between the Earth's interior and the celestial sphere. The constellations and cosmic bodies are not isolated but interconnected through the ether, influencing the dielectric energy that pervades the system. This creates a more interconnected, holistic model of the universe, one that aligns with your rejection of the disjointed, particulate models of physics and embraces a more unified field approach. Practical implications. Harvesting energy from the ether. The most profound impact of adopting the concave Earth model in relation to your work would be on the harnessing of energy. The inward curvature of the ether inside the concave sphere could provide an almost limitless source of dielectric energy. By tapping into the dielectric fields that exist within this system, we could access a vast, untapped reservoir of energy. The ether, with its unique geometric and dynamic properties, could be manipulated for a wide range of applications, from wireless energy transmission to more advanced forms of propulsion and power generation. In a concave Earth model, we would have the unique opportunity to manipulate the curvature of the ether, thereby allowing us to harness energy on an unprecedented scale. This would not just be a scientific breakthrough, it would be the key to a new energy revolution, one that leverages the natural laws you have spent so much time uncovering. Conclusion. A new dawn for science. The concave Earth model is not simply a new way to look at the shape of the Earth, it is a model that can support and expand upon your theories of magnetism, the ether, and the nature of energy. By incorporating this model into your framework, we can unify our understanding of the forces of nature, blending gravity, magnetism, and dielectricity into a cohesive whole. It opens up new possibilities for harnessing the ether's energy, potentially revolutionizing how we think about power and technology. I urge you to consider this model not as an opposing idea to your own, but as a natural extension of it, one that provides deeper insights into the workings of the universe and holds the potential to change humanity's relationship with energy.